Bob, question on a sad note. Obviously, 2 losses for people you dealt with over the years, and Herb Jones and Russell Chapman. Just your memories and reflections on them.
Well, I've said this many times. Herb Jones is the guy who was responsible for bringing Cincinnati basketball back to national prominence. He's probably the best. It's hard to say, but he's probably, if he's not the best, he is certainly one of the best guys that I've ever coached. Unselfish, as good an athlete as I've ever been around. I mean, the stuff that guy did athletically was just off the charts. And because of Herb, to a large degree, I just talked to Terry Nelson the other day, and Terry said, you know, Coach, if you hadn't recruited Herb, Corey and I wouldn't have gone there. Because they, you know, we took a tape in, and, you know, you take the tape in and you show them, you know, what you got. And when Herb's like dunking on Louisville, and he's got his arm in the rim all the way up to his shoulder, and he's 6'3". It's pretty impressive. The things he did was pretty impressive. And so he really helped us, and he was great with the guys. He loved Cincinnati. You know, he loved the city, and the city loved him. But he's responsible. You know, I say this all the time, and I know it irritates them, but it's the truth. They took all of our basketball money. They took all the Loach money. They took all of our NCAA money, and they put it in football, which has turned out great. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. But how about, like, say, just once, thank people like Herb Jones. Thank the people who made Cincinnati nationally relevant again. And after Herb came Corey and Nick, and, you know, and those guys. And they deserve a lot of credit. They get none. Herb Jones, they didn't put in the Hall of Fame till they found out he was dying. Now, how do you not put that dude in the Hall of Fame? You know, the lack of appreciation for what those guys meant to that university it's sickening. Because they put the place on the map again. And you know, it went through an unbelievable glory period with Oscar and Twyman, and, you know, that whole crew. When Gail was there, they were really good. And then they really fell off, like big time fell off, like jumped off the cliff, fell off. And those guys brought it back. Those guys were the guys that and you know, when you go through whatever it was, 10 years, 12 years, whatever, of every time the door opened, there were 13,176 in the building. You're paying a lot of bills. And I think whatever there was, 24 loges, and they're all sold out. Waiting list to get them. You gotta say something nice about it.